PacWest Magazine is brought to you in part by Hawaii Tourism Authority. Discover the beauty of the islands at GoHawaii.com. It's March Madness in the PacWest, and we head on to beautiful San Diego for the 2014 PacWest Basketball Tournament Championships. Find out what teams take home the crowns as Chaminade and Dominican lock up on the men's side, and as Academy of Art and Cal Baptist battle on the women's. See who cuts down the nets before heading to the NCAA Division II National Tournament. Welcome back to PacWest Magazine. After 2 days of action, we're here at the championship game, and Chaminade and Dominican have been the survivors. So let's go check out all the action of this awesome championship game behind me.
This was the trophy that the finalists were playing for, as the second-seeded Dominican Penguins faced off against the fifth-seeded Chaminade Silver Swords in the men's tournament championship game. The Penguins were hoping for another start like they had in the semifinal win against HPU, and they took the opening lead. But the Silver Swords appeared to be on a mission. They had beaten higher seeds in each of their first two games, BYU Hawaii and California Baptist, and once again, they were red hot from the outside almost from the start. The hottest hand belonged to number 3, James Harper, who was literally on fire in the first half, hitting one three-pointer after another as Chaminade built up a double-digit lead. By halftime, the Silver Swords had pushed it to a 50-39 advantage. In the second half, the Penguins tried to muster a comeback. Several times they cut the lead to single digits, but couldn't seem to get much closer than about 7 points. Chaminade got great efforts from Harper, who hit 9 three-pointers, 9 of 12 shooting on the night, as well as tourney MVP Lee Bailey, who made some big plays for the Swords. And from reserve, Kieran Shastri, who just nailed a couple of huge shots down the stretch. All three made the all-tournament team, and the Swords went on to win it 99-83. It was a tremendous celebration for Chaminade, who once again showed off its giant killer reputation. The Silver Swords are this year's men's basketball PacWest Tournament champions.
That's how you do it, baby. No upsets. Hey, no upsets. Hey, yeah, 50.
Congratulations once again to the Chaminade Silver Swords for their phenomenal run to the NCAA tournament. The Swords win the 2014 PacWest Tournament title.
No, it's incredible. I'm so proud of these guys. We had a lot of ups and downs throughout the year. You know, for a while there we were in contention for first place, and we kind of fell out of contention. We dropped down to 5th before the season was over. But we knew and we believed that we could win this. We talked several times about we're going to go win it. Everybody believed in it, and they made it happen.
It's just a team effort from everyone. I can't hit all the threes without my teammates driving and finding me. So really, you know, I commend all my teammates for their efforts tonight because I couldn't have done it without any of them. So this is all for the team right here.
Yeah, but you were feeling it.
He was feeling it. He was feeling it.
It was. But, you know, I can't get open if my guys aren't driving and finding me. So, you know, my point guard, all the other guys on the team, you know, we did a great job. It's a team effort. We stayed motivated throughout the season, and that's what it takes.
It's just a great feeling. We worked so hard all year. We knew, I mean, we came in with goals to win the regular season championship, but like Coach said, we faced a little adversity this season, and we kind of fell out of that, but we still knew that we wanted to make it to regionals, and we wanted to win a PacWest championship. So for from starting to the fall, and the fall workouts all coming to now, it's an unbelievable feeling just to get up there and cut the nets down and hold the trophy with your teammates. It's unbelievable.
Late in the game shots, they went in. I know one of them, coach wasn't happy with it. I missed it, but I got a couple of them back, and I'm at a loss of words right now because it just feels so good to cut down the nets and win a championship.
I left a great situation at West Liberty, being the first assistant there. And we had the winningest active record in NCAA. So leaving was tough. That's where my family and everybody's from. But the opportunity to coach at Chaminade, was several things. One, living in Hawaii. Number two, you have the EA Sports Maui Invitational. And then the great travel that the PacWest provides. It was a situation that I couldn't turn down the second time. So turned it down once, and luckily Bill Billy gave me an opportunity. I realized I do want that job, and we can do well there. So I'm excited about living in Hawaii, and excited for my teammates, or my team here. I got a great group of guys. Not only are they good basketball players, but they're good student athletes. So I'm really proud of them. I've been telling these guys we went to a lot of Sweet 16s and Final Fours and Elite Eights at West Liberty, and I told these guys the hardest part is getting in. You got to get into the tournament, and any of the 64 teams have a chance to win. We've seen it throughout history that 8 seeds, 7 seeds can advance into the Elite Eight, and that's probably where we'll be positioned 6, 7, or 8. But hey, teams have gone to the championship game as being a 7 seed from their own region. Hardest part's getting in. I'm just glad we're in, but we'll go back to work really soon here and try to win that regional.
First off, hats off to Chaminade for the way they played tonight. They did a great job of making the extra pass and shot the ball extremely well. We had trouble with penetration, keeping them in front of us, and they made the extra pass when we helped. Getting out there to rotate was difficult. Shooters were knocking them down. It's tough when a team shoots 54% from the field and 57 from the three. So Harper and Bailey did a great job running the show. Testament to that kid for being the most outstanding player. But our guys did a tremendous job this season, ripping off the last 11 games at the end of the year. Like I mentioned before, through adversity with injuries and concussions and mono and everything like that. It's tough just because the game of basketball this time of year, it's so quick. It ends so abruptly. And we knew coming in, we had a great opportunity in front of us, and we're hoping to get an automatic qualifying bid. But we just came up a bit short this season. But hats off to our seniors, Devin Golston, who wasn't able to play down the stretch. Miles Carrillo, over here on my right, finished with a great career, and Connor Haysford also, from making all-conference to struggling through 4 wins early on in their career.
I mean, the whole year our team has been really resilient. There's really no team that we see we're not better than. And so every game we go out, we play with confidence, and our shot was falling for most of the game. Just they were hitting everything. So we tried not to get discouraged. We kept battling back. Just came a bit short.
Throughout the year, this is a testament to our entire year. When Devin Golston went down, our team fought back and kept winning games without arguably our best player. And I got to give credit to my point guard over here. He kept finding me throughout the game, even though I wasn't hitting, especially last night. And for him to have confidence in me, and I just wanted to hit the shots. And, I just wish we would have got this win.
It's been really something to be grateful about. With these young men coming in and buying into the culture and what we're trying to do down the stretch here, and seeing those guys have success. It's been really awesome to see, and a blessing for me to see those guys maybe to have lifelong memories from early mornings of practice to playing games and stringing stuff together. Like I said, at the end of the day, we fought and we finished in the upper echelon of the conference, and we were picked, in the middle when preseason started. And having 4 guys become all conference and guys stepping up and leading us in scoring from different guys every night to even Matt to Miles to Dominique, and you never knew who was going to step up, but it was awesome to see every night somebody step up and take on the role, and their teammates really enjoy everyone having success. That was the thing that made us successful. No one cared who got the credit. The kids were just extremely happy and proud about starting some tradition for Dominican University at the Division II level and going into uncharted territory. And the thing about it, it's tough and it hurts. But we know that just because gratification is delayed doesn't mean it's going to be denied. So I look forward, to watching the returners grow up and use this experience. I'm going to miss, like I said, all my seniors, Miles over here, Connor, and Devin. But I enjoyed it.
Thanks, Coach.
I chose Division II because athletes graduate at a higher rate.
I can stay closer to home
and be an important part of the community. I chose Division II because I can double major
and take part in campus activities.
I chose Division II because classrooms are smaller.
Students have more time with their instructors.
And I can compete for a national championship. I chose Division II for all these reasons and more.
I chose
Division II.
I'm a PacWest athlete. I get to travel all over the West Coast. I'm a PacWest athlete
so I can excel in the classroom.
I'm a PacWest athlete because
I want to win championships.
With students from countries all over the world.
From Australia to England.
We are diverse. With majors ranging from business to fashion design.
Medicine to animation, we are scholars.
With players from every sport, from baseball to tennis.
Cross country to soccer to golf.
We are athletes.
Everyone asks you what you're going to be. Maybe you don't know yet, but one thing is certain. When you attend a university that's ranked among the best in the nation, you're bound to go far. Hawaii Pacific University. Get where you want to go.
Now, that tells us what this school is being built for which it's being built. And from this school, I'll tell you.
From this school
will go men and women.
Will go men and women.
Whose influence will be felt.
Whose influence will be felt.
For good.
For good towards the establishment.
Towards the establishment.
Of Peace International.
Of peace.
Of peace. Of pace.
Of Peace International.
You're watching PacWest Magazine from San Diego. The PacWest Basketball Championships are going on right now. Behind me is the women's game, featuring the Academy of Art and Cal Baptist. On the men's side, Chaminade just won the title in exciting fashion. Let's go check out the highlights right now of the women's game. There was a festive atmosphere in Golden Gymnasium at Point Loma. The top two teams in the PacWest women's basketball race stepped on the court for one last showdown. The winner between number 1 seed Academy of Art and number 2 Cal Baptist would not only claim the conference title, but would advance into the postseason as the only team representing the PacWest in the NCAA regionals. With so much on the line, the Urban Knights wasted little time getting the ball rolling, breaking out to a double-digit lead in the early minutes of the first half behind PacWest Player of the Year, Crystal Fortin, who was nearly untouchable down low. Fortin would also get help from teammates Regina Camera, Zoe Sheng, and Elisa Griggs, making their second appearance in the tournament final, having been a part of the Art U squad that took down HBU 1 year ago. But even down 21 at the half, Coach Jared Olson's Lancers refused to give up, fighting, clawing, and launching threes, doing whatever it took to get themselves back in the game. CB would get big nights from starter Ashley Jones, who put up 20 points and 8 boards in a never-say-die performance. Reserve Jasmine Saucer put up 20 of her own, an inspiring work off the bench. And Camille Diaz, whose 17 points paced the Lancers, keeping them in striking distance down the stretch. But ultimately, there was one unstoppable force that could not be tamed. Former McDonald's High School All-American Crystal Forthen, who's quite possibly the best player in Division II. The 6'4" sophomore was active in the low block all night, working her spin move time and again with a soft touch of the ball straight off her fingertips. Cal Baptist gave RU its best shot, but when the clock struck 0, it was Academy of Art winning its second tournament championship in back-to-back years, standing alone on top of the PacWest mountain once again. The victory was especially sweet for Forthen, the tournament MVP, who let every bit of her emotions run out. The joy of victory spelled out across her face. Forthen had said the night before, after the semifinal game against Dixie State, that she would have problems sleeping, having never won a championship at any level. She carried that excitement into the championship game, putting up an incredible 28 points and 14 rebounds, and was joined on the all-tournament team by fellow sophomore Camera, who's already won 2 conference championships in as many years. With scissors in hand, it was time for Coach Lene Larson's team to cut the nets. They are tournament champs once more in 2014.
Yeah, I mean, this was obviously a goal that we had set at the beginning of the season. We wanted to win the regular season championship, which we did, and then come back and win another tournament championship. And I thought that was the best first half of basketball that we've played all season, and definitely set the tone for the entire game. Came out aggressive, we came out disciplined, all the things that we talked about doing as far as defensive schemes, I thought we executed well, and then offensively, we attacked, we were aggressive, and played to our strengths. Yeah, I mean, I think getting a taste of what it was like last year was important, and we had a lot of returners that were freshmen actually, and got that experience, and that transferred over to us, being actually the more veteran team, I think, in this game, and coming out and attacking and knowing what we needed to do to get that win.
I mean, it was, like Coach L said, it was nice coming in knowing what the atmosphere was like, and I just knew right away, we needed to put this game away from the get-go, so I was like, no one's gonna stop me tonight, no one's gonna stop us tonight, we're gonna take it to them, so that was the goal, and I think we executed very well overall as a team the whole game, so. We always have to remind ourselves, keep the energy levels up, keep them up, play together, but tonight it was we played 2 solid halves, which is very rare for our team, and I think we did a very good job keeping energy up the whole game and just playing together and playing strong the entire 40 minutes.
Crystal, could you explain your emotion at the end of the game when you were named the most outstanding player? You seem to be kind of overcome by emotion.
I mean, it's my first ring for anything, so just all emotions came out. I talked to Reg, last night saying when we win, I'm gonna cry. I've already called it, and then we won, so all emotions just hit me at one time. I just try to get most boards, try to top everybody on the floor, because rebounds wins games. So just being out there just to get every rebound that I possibly can without fouling, I can just do it. Let's try.
For our program, it's huge. When I came to Academy of Art, that was obviously a goal. I wasn't sure we could do it in year 2 and 3, but I knew that it was a definite possibility. I wouldn't have taken the job if I didn't think we could build a championship team. And so I was confident, in my abilities, my staff abilities, and the support of the administration that we would be able to do this. and we followed through. We've got bigger and better goals ahead of us, and to win the conference championship gives us a chance to attain those. And so I'm very proud of this team. I'm very proud of this program, and I'm very proud of our department. And we're excited to represent them. Be able to reward them with the championship. And a chance to go moving forward.
You got a trophy last year. Now the trophy looks a little bit different. What do you think?
I love the trophy this year. Actually, watching the men's game, I'm like, I have to have that trophy. So. It was definitely a motivating factor.
I was really proud that we were able to get there. We had a really rough start of the season, and it really showed a lot of character, of the girls on our team. That they were able to fight through a rough start. We were able to finish the year, pretty well, and I was really happy that we were able to go as far as we did. I just thought that they were. You could just tell that they'd been in that game last year. I think they had 4 starters today that played in the championship game last year, and they were just a little more prepared for that. And I think that our girls will learn from that and hopefully give another chance at that somewhere down the line. But and that kind of stuff happens, and sometimes you just need to learn from those mistakes and learn from those experiences. And I think we'll get there. You?
Yeah, I think it was my last game playing at Cal Baptist, so I was like, you have nothing left to lose, so just put it all out there.
And what was the atmosphere like? You had the CBU crazies were there, the cheerleaders were there, and just the atmosphere of the championship game.
See, this is gonna sound really crazy, but I really can't hear anything when I'm playing. It's like actually silent.
That explains a lot.
I don't know whether I'm hard of hearing, but I just when I look, I'll see like my face, see this thing. I saw that, but I really can't hear. But they look really excited, and so that's cool.
Yeah, we have a lot of energy with young players, so it's easy to lose composure, but I'm glad our team was able to get it back and also provide the energy. So.
Was it a good experience making the tournament championship game?
It was awesome. It's a whole different ballgame.
There's a lot of growth opportunities here.
That's true. We'll miss the girls that aren't coming back, obviously, but obviously we hope that the girls that are returning will be able to learn from some of the experiences we had this year, and I think that we've got a lot of potential to do well, and we'll just have to spend the summer working really hard and trying to work on some things. But definitely really happy with the way the season turned out, and like I said earlier, just overcoming. We had a 7-game losing streak, and I just don't think there's many teams in the country that go through that kind of a losing streak and then still are able to kind of finish the season strong. And you would not have known that we had lost 7 games in a row if you just dropped in the season in the middle of February. And I think that shows a lot of growth on our team, and hopefully we can continue that.
We exist in a place rich with promise, where ideas ignite the spirit of learning, where our trustworthy methods are validated by respected results. It's a place where we practice integrity and encourage the development of ethical perspectives, where creativity burns brightly and expressions of hearts, minds, and souls are nurtured, where we view challenges through the lens of opportunity and daily circumstances through the eyes of faith. It's where the potential for excellence has no limitations, and each new day begins with hope. Fresno Pacific University, empowering leaders, transforming lives.
Daily, faculty, staff, board, and administrators pray for your release into this remarkable culture and the cultures of our world and the difference you will make. Tonight, that's really what we're celebrating. welcome you to this, the 113th year of commencement at Azusa Pacific University.
I want tradition.
Access to what I need.
Great professors. Sports I love.
A smaller feel. To be more marketable.
To make a difference. To excel.
To be noticed.
Notre Dame de Namur University, opening doors and engaging minds since 1851.
I want guidance.
Inspiration.
A real community.
My bachelor's.
My master's.
To finish my degree. On time.
Notre Dame de Namur University. Explore, engage, excel.
12 points. 12 points. Apply what we do in practice. That half is over. It's done. And in this half, we have to outplay them. Plain and simple. I know what all of you are capable of. I believe in each and every one of you. Now let's go out there and make this our masterpiece.
Founded in 1868, Holy Names University has grown from humble beginnings on the shores of Lake Merritt to a thriving comprehensive university in the Oakland Hills overlooking San Francisco Bay.
I believe in today's society, you really got to keep up with the curve.
No one else is slowing down, and the competition doesn't give in.
Trust me, decisions don't make themselves.
Decisions don't make themselves. Decisions don't make themselves.
Confidence comes from mentors, people of faith who believe in your strength and wisdom. Point Loma Nazarene University Graduate Studies. Confidence for a complex world.
Thanks for joining us for another episode of PacWest Magazine. Our champions are crowned this year in our tournament. It's Academy of Art on our women's side and Shaman on the men. For our commissioner, Bob Hogue, I'm Wayne Cueto. We'll see you next week on PacWest Magazine. PacWest Magazine is brought to you in part by Hawaii Tourism Authority. Discover the beauty of the islands at GoHawaii.com.